Yes, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. So Pittsburgh's offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about, because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Miners offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won.
And too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
The Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Finds the tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And they'll just down it right there.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
To the air, it's Graves. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch. Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the...
Turning it on! Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And the Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the back. Just keeps slinging it. Hauls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Dixon.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Got it! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Gonna swing it on second down. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Panthers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking downfield, it's Graves. They're working that left side. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Pitt! The defense. Enters into its own hands. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UTEP has the... Miner offense ready to go to work. They've been gashed by the proverbial buzzsaw now to try to find a way to fight back into this game.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass, it's Farmer. Right on the money. There he goes. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Cruz. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Gonna look downfield again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. And they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's third down. You just got sacked the play prior, but you do a nice job in the pocket. You get through your progression. It's not open. You take off and run. Pick up the first down. Fresh set of downs there. Really good job by the QB showing off his poise.
And the Miners have it in scoring position on first. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UTEP. Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, but they're still down. The 8-7. They're ready kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Looking downfield, it's Graves. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Takes the easy completion. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. These guys scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Now a chance to really dig their way out of this hole.
Yeah, and it's complimentary football, right? Offense doing their job, scoring, defense getting the stop. Offense has got the ball right back. Palmer, go back to that last drive, revisit it, rehash some of the same plays.
Yeah, and if you're the quarterback here, think about where are my best matchups too. We're going to have to throw the football at some point here, so where do I want to take advantage of this defense and what areas of the field, and where are my best opportunities?
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
The Miners come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Bring in the heat. He fires to the left side. Running free. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, UTEP.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you.
Breaks into the open. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier is just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Back to throw, it's Farmer. Buys a little time with his feet. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Miners come to the line with a new set of downs.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on.
Touchdown, Miners! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
See what they dial up on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the returner is stopped. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well, and they need to keep that up here on this drive, Dave.
Definitely, and they got the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy what I've seen in college football. It's so hard to stop it. It takes over, and sometimes it leads to enormous swings.
Dropping back, it's Farmer. Makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. The give to the left. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Here's a hit. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Dead center perfect. The lead now trimmed to 28-24. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Setting up the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. They'll immediately call timeout.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass, it's Graves. Wide open downfield. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the field goal unit is on the field. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And it slips just inside that right upright. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like El Paso. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll run it from the gun. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. At the 35, he's open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Farmer. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Miners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Gets open down the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Miners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, UTEP! And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Back to throw, it's Graves. Got it in the middle, it's Harvin. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down.
Turning it on! And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Snagged in the middle. It's Chester. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Chester. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Snags it over the middle. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
Still on his feet. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Good, right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.
UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop you.
The Miners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking for a man. It's Farmer. Snagged out of the air. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
makes the catch. It's Cruz. And the Miners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He wants to throw it again. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
The Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Using the quick game. On the move at the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Miners have their offense in high gear. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to pass. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Miners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, UTEP! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
The best running backs are the guys that can just snip out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Starts with a 2nd down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Graves. Grabbed over the middle, it's Fowler. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. That brings him to within one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Leaves it with the back. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And he's done everything for this offense today, running the football, so much so that he's now got 98 yards rushing. We're in the fourth quarter. One more carry, and this guy could eclipse the 100-yard mark.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the ground game. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Miners have this offense rolling. The give to the tailback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Handoff from the gun. The Miners come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Farmer. Plucks it out of the air. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Miners with the 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The Miners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Ready. They'll try to get it through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on 4th and short. If you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Miners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miners!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Buffalo is in trouble. Check that. They're in a world of trouble. May want to head out early and grab a table at the Anchor Bar. They're trailing by 14 to Western Michigan. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He breaks a tackle. There he goes. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, they get the touchdown here, and I think if you're the head coach, you got to go for 2. You've got to have a 2-point play dialed up right now. What can you run you feel like you can execute to tie this thing with not a lot of time left on the clock?
He's not going to make it in as this defense comes up with the stop on the 2-point conversion to hold on to their lead. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. UTEP has the ball in the offense, ready to go back to work. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the UTEP Miners, taking on a team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Miners will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Clemson's offense will have first crack at this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To throw, it's Sharp. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Makes the grab.
This slot receiver is a guy that defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Off play action. Completes it in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to buy time. Breaks into the open. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Reads it, fires complete. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
That had to be a coverage bust, because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. To the air, it's Sharp. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gun. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So UTEP's offense headed onto the field. Now our first look at them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. All right, guys, let's step back here and talk UTEP. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Looking for a man, it's Sharp. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snares it outside. It's Pugh. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Defense in press coverage. From the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. It's complete to the right. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
It's complete. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Finds his man. It's Dixon. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Miners will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
Well, this guy struggled the last time out. He knew he had to get back in the film, get back to the practice field, and work on some things. And I think he did some good work because he's already thrown for more yards in this first quarter than he did his last time out.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cruz. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Miners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Back's got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Nice 2nd down defense there that time. It looked like the defense was anticipating the drag route that time. You saw they were able to rally to the ball, get him down on the ground. It now sets up 3rd down in the red zone. Let's see what they do here.
Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Bob.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. And the Tigers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. The give. Can't get him to the ground. Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To the air, it's Sharp. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quick release on the RPO. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Miners decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Dropping back, it's Sharp. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee.
He'll take a deep shot here. Catch inside the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tiger. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one tonight? Northwestern is running away with this one behind an offense that's firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Wisconsin. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air on first down. A strike downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And it's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He's got it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Catch in the middle, it's Cruz. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws, because he gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Finds a soft spot in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And the Miners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Touchdown, UTEP! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
It'll be third and long. Back to throw, it's Sharp. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost a throw on first down. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Got it in the middle, it's Dixon. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Miners have pushed it inside the 20. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Touchdown, UTEP. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Makes the quick grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They march to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He'll try to do it himself. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Cruz. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. It's on target and complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Now with just a few seconds left, not enough time to run another play, but there is time to kick a field goal and take the lead. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
How big was that? Kicking the field goal to tie the game going into halftime, and you just sent a message to your opponent. There's a lot of ball left. We've got a lot of juice left in the tank. This game could go any way here in this last half.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Tigers will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTEP has the ball in the offense, ready to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back.
There he goes! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. At the 45 on his way. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
The Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finding an escape route. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Miners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Trying to bully their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical.
Touchdown, Miners! And that one will give them the lead.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Looking to throw, it's Sharp. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Quickly complete. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Red pass, it's complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Clemson set up with another first down. Direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught over the middle, it's Banks. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the... Breaks into the open! Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The Miners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Rides to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
Hauls it in. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Miners in a good spot here with second and short. To the ground with the back. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on UTEP if they can stop him on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Dixon. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. 1st and 10 for the offense. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice